Especially nowadays with everyone running around like crazy, it seems.
Absolutely.
We're talking about journaling.
Yeah.
Now, when you hear the word journaling, you might be thinking, oh, that's just for like teenagers or something. But that's not the case at all.
Right.
Journaling has been used by so many of the greats throughout history.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Einstein, Da Vinci, Marie Curie, they were all into it.
Yeah.
And they're all incredibly brilliant people. So that says something right. And there's a reason why it's such a helpful practice. I mean, we live in a world that's constantly demanding our attention. And journaling, it's like hitting that pause button just for a little bit so we can reconnect with ourselves.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, it's about getting in touch with that potential that we all have inside.
That's a great way to put it. It's not just about, feeling good, though, of course, that's a part of it.
Right.
But it's really about giving ourselves the tools to function better in every aspect of our lives.
Absolutely.
Our mental clarity, how we make decisions, even achieving the goals that we set for ourselves.
Okay, so let's dig into this a little more.
Sure.
Because when I was looking at all the research on journaling,
Yeah.
I was blown away by the range of benefits that came up.
Oh, yeah?
Everything from stress management to improved mental and physical health. Some sources even said it can boost your immune system.
Isn't that wild? And what's really fascinating to me is that it's not just about, complaining or getting all your problems out on paper.
Right.
It's more about taking that step back, and looking at your thoughts and your emotions almost like you're an observer.
Oh, I like that, the observer angle.
Yeah.
It makes me think of this one analogy that I read where they compared our minds to squirrels.
Oh,
We're
interesting.
constantly gathering and storing these thoughts and worries, all those mental acorns.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And journaling is a way for us to kind of release those acorns to create some space in our minds, so we can breathe a little easier.
Exactly. It's about getting those thoughts out of your head and onto paper, so to speak. And, it helps you regain control of your emotions. I think a good way to picture it is like, have you ever felt like you're just along for the ride when it comes to your feelings?
Oh, yeah? All the time?
Yeah, we've all been there. Well, journaling helps you become the driver, not just the passenger.
Okay, that's a great analogy. I can definitely relate to that feeling of being driven by my emotions sometimes.
For sure.
Now, here's something that really caught my eye when I was doing research for this deep dive.
Hot.
Some of the research suggested that writing about positive experiences can actually be more impactful than focusing on the negative stuff.
Oh, that is interesting.
What do you think about that?
Well, it's some pretty compelling research, and it doesn't mean we should ignore our problems or pretend that everything's perfect. It's more about consciously choosing to focus on the things that we can control, the things that we can learn from and build upon.
So it's about shifting our energy towards the positive.
Exactly.
And get this, there's even research that suggests that journaling can actually help us heal faster physically.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, one study found that people who journaled about upsetting experiences actually healed faster after a biopsy than those who just wrote about their day.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's that crazy. That mind-body connection is pretty powerful.
It really is, and it just goes to show how much our thoughts and emotions impact our overall well-being.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we've covered the why of journaling, which I think is super convincing.
I agree.
But now I'm sure our listeners are wondering, how do you actually do it?
Right.
How do you get started? And more importantly, how do you actually make it a habit?
Yeah, because just knowing something is good for us doesn't always mean we'll do it.
Exactly. That's my problem too.
Well, the key is to make it easy and enjoyable for yourself. And luckily, there are no hard and fast rules when it comes to journaling. You can start small. You can use whatever tools you like, pen and paper, your laptop, even voice memos if you want.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the important thing is to just let the words flow. Don't worry about censoring yourself. It's your own personal space to explore your thoughts and feelings.
I love that idea of no censoring, just letting it all out.
Exactly.
And I read somewhere that even just writing for 1 minute a day can make a difference.
Oh, absolutely. It's not about the amount of time you spend journaling. It's about being consistent, finding what works for you, and making it a regular part of your life.
Okay, so it's the consistency that's key.
Exactly.
Now, speaking of making it a habit, one source I read mentioned this technique called habit anchoring. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh, yeah. It's a great strategy. And it's basically about connecting a new habit to one that you already have.
Okay.
So, for example, you could decide to journal for 5 minutes right after you brush your teeth each morning, or maybe before you go to bed each night. By linking it to something you already do automatically, it becomes much easier to make journaling a regular part of your routine.
That's a great idea, because then it's not this extra thing you have to think about.
Right. It just becomes part of your day.
So, Sarah, before we move on to some specific journaling techniques and exercises,
Sure.
let's just do a quick recap of all those incredible benefits we've talked about so far,
Absolutely.
just to remind everyone why we're both so excited about this.
Okay, so we've seen that journaling can be this really powerful tool for managing stress, reducing anxiety, improving our mental and even physical health.
Right.
And some people even find that it boosts their creativity and problem-solving skills.
It's pretty amazing.
It really is. It's so versatile and such a great tool for personal growth.
And the best part is that it's so personalized.
Mm-hmm.
There's no right or wrong way to do it. You can just tailor it to your own needs and preferences.
Exactly. Find what works for you.
So it's about discovering what works for you and using that to unlock your own unique potential.
You'll love that.
And on that note, let's dive into some more specific strategies and tips for creating a journaling practice that can really make a difference in your life.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to share some practical advice so everyone listening can get started on their own journaling journey.
Stay tuned, folks.
Yes, stay tuned. Okay, so we've talked about the benefits and how to get started,
Right.
but let's get into some practical tips to really make your journaling effective.
Okay, sounds good.
First things first, consistency is key.
Mm-hmm.
It's much better to journal for a short time each day than to try to do like these marathon sessions once a month or something.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's all about making it a habit, a part of your daily routine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like working out. You wouldn't expect to get results by going to the gym once a month.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
The small, consistent effort that really makes a difference.
So we should be thinking about it like that with journaling too.
Absolutely. And when it comes to what you actually write about, don't feel like you have to just recap your day, you know? Think of your journal as a space to really reflect on things, to explore those thoughts and feelings that you might not always address.
So instead of just writing, went to work, came home, had dinner, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You're saying we should go deeper, examine how those experiences actually made us feel.
Exactly. Ask yourself questions like, how did that meeting at work make me feel? Or am I happy with my work-life balance?
Right.
What am I looking forward to tomorrow? You know, it's about really engaging with your experiences on a deeper level.
I like that. And it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier with gratitude. How can we incorporate that into journaling?
Gratitude is so important. It's about focusing on the good things in your life, no matter how small they might seem.
Right.
When you take the time to actually write down what you're grateful for, it can really shift your mindset. You start to focus on abundance instead of what you're lacking.
So it's like training your brain to notice the positive things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it can have such a positive impact on your overall well-being.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be complicated either.
No, not at all.
Hmm.
You could start by just listing 3 things you're grateful for each day.
Okay.
Could be something simple like, I'm grateful for my comfy bed, or I'm grateful for the delicious coffee I had this morning.
Yeah, I like that. It makes journaling seem much less intimidating.
Right, because anyone can find 3 things to be grateful for.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, what about using prompts? I've heard about that.
Oh yeah, prompts are great. They're basically questions or statements that can help you dive deeper into certain topics or emotions.
Okay, so they're like starting points.
Exactly.
Do you have any examples of some good prompts that people could try, especially if they're new to journaling?
Sure. One of my favorites is, what are 3 things I'm proud of myself for accomplishing today?
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, it's a good way to practice self-compassion and acknowledge your accomplishments, even on days when you might not feel very productive.
Right, because every day has something worth celebrating.
Exactly. Another good one is, what's one thing I'm struggling with right now, and what's one small step I can take to address it?
Okay, so that one's more focused on problem solving.
Yeah, it helps you take action.
I can see how using prompts like those regularly could really help you become more self-aware.
For sure. And the great thing is there are tons of prompts out there. You can find them online, in books. You can even come up with your own.
So it's about finding what resonates with you.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about something that can be a little bit challenging for some people.
Okay.
Dealing with difficult emotions.
Right. It's not always easy to face those head on.
No, it's not. But journaling can actually be a really safe and private space to process those emotions. So how do you approach those tougher topics in your journal?
Yeah. Any advice?
Well, first of all, remember that your journal is a judgment-free zone.
Okay.
Be completely honest and vulnerable with yourself. Don't censor your thoughts or feelings.
No matter what they are.
Exactly. It's your space to be real.
Yeah.
No filters needed.
It's like having a heart-to-heart with yourself without worrying about being judged.
Exactly. And when you are writing about difficult emotions, try to be specific. Instead of saying, I feel bad, try to explore what's causing you to feel that way.
Dig a little deeper.
Right. What are the thoughts that are feeding those feelings? What might have triggered them?
So it's about understanding the root of those emotions.
Yes, and try to approach them with curiosity rather than resistance. You know, emotions are temporary. They come and go.
Right.
Think of them like waves in the ocean.
Oh, I like that.
They'll eventually subside.
Even the really intense ones.
Exactly. And sometimes just acknowledging those emotions and giving them space to exist can be really therapeutic.
Okay, so now that we've talked about processing emotions, let's talk about some practical tips for making journaling a sustainable habit, something you can stick with long term.
Sure. One thing that works well for a lot of people is finding a specific time and place for journaling that fits into your routine. It could be first thing in the morning, before you go to bed, during your lunch break, whatever works for you.
So it's about creating a ritual around it.
Yeah, make it a non-negotiable part of your day.
And like we talked about before, you can use that habit anchoring technique.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one. So you could journal for 5 minutes after you make your coffee in the morning, for example.
Right, so you don't have to think about when to fit it in.
Exactly. It's already built into your routine.
Makes it much easier.
It does. Another good tip is to keep your journaling tools handy.
Okay.
So if you like to use pen and paper, keep a notebook on your bedside table or in your bag.
Right.
If you prefer digital journaling, have a dedicated app on your phone or laptop.
So it's ready to go whenever you are.
Exactly. That way you're never scrambling to find your supplies when you get the urge to write.
Like that. And lastly, don't be afraid to experiment. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
find what works for you, and don't be afraid to change things up as your needs change.
Exactly. Journaling is a personal practice. There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
So the key is to find what feels right for you.
Exactly what makes you feel good.
This has been so insightful, Sarah. I feel like I've learned so much about the power of journaling. So much good stuff. And I think now's a good time to actually talk about some specific journaling exercises and techniques
Yeah, let's do it.
to give our listeners some ideas for how to get started.
All right, so if you're ready to put all this knowledge into action, one exercise that I always recommend is called morning pages.
Morning pages.
Yep, it's pretty simple, actually. You write 3 pages longhand, first thing in the morning, ideally, right when you wake up.
3 pages. Wow, that seems like a lot, especially before I've even had my coffee.
I know it might seem a little daunting, but the key is to not overthink it.
Okay.
Don't worry about grammar or punctuation or making it sound good.
Right.
Just let your thoughts flow onto the page.
So it's like a brain dump.
Exactly. You're just getting everything out before you start your day. All those anxieties, worries, anything that's been lingering in your mind from the day before.
So you can start fresh.
Exactly. It helps you create a sense of intention and clarity for the day ahead.
I like that. Now, what about this unsent letters exercise? I've heard about that one.
Oh, yeah. That's a powerful one, especially for processing challenging emotions or dealing with unresolved conflicts.
Okay, so how does that work?
So basically, you write a letter to someone you're having a hard time with.
Right.
It could be a family member, a friend, a colleague, anyone.
Right.
And you just let it all out.
Yeah.
You know, all your thoughts and feelings as if you were actually going to send it to them.
But you don't actually send it.
Right. The point isn't to confront the person. It's just to give yourself a safe space to process those emotions.
So it's more for you than for them.
Exactly. It's about getting everything out on paper so you can start to move on.
Yeah, because sometimes even saying those things out loud can be too much.
Exactly. And writing allows you to have that distance, you know, that objectivity.
So you can see things more clearly.
Exactly. And it can also help you gain some insights into the situation that you might not have realized before.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else people can try?
Oh, yeah. There's one more I want to mention. It's called future self-journaling.
Future self-journaling.
Yeah. It's all about connecting with your aspirations and creating a roadmap for your future.
Okay.
So you basically write to your future self as if you've already achieved all your goals and dreams.
So, like, dear future Mike, I'm so proud of you for having a successful podcast.
Exactly. You describe your ideal life in detail, you know, where you're living, what you're doing, how you're feeling.
So you're painting a picture of the life you want.
Yes, and it's not just about writing to your future self.
Okay.
You can also imagine receiving messages from your future self.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Think about what kind of wisdom they would share with you.
That's a cool idea. Like getting advice from your wiser, older self.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can ask for guidance on challenges you're facing right now. It's like tapping into your own inner wisdom.
These are all such great exercises. I can't believe how much you can do with journaling.
It's a really powerful tool.
It is, Sarah. This has been such an amazing deep dive.
Yeah.
I feel like I've gained a whole new perspective on journaling.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that, Mike. It's been a pleasure talking with you about this.
It's been great having you on the show. And for everyone listening out there, if you're ready to explore the amazing world of journaling,
Yeah, give it a try.
we encourage you to try out some of the exercises we talk about today.
Okay.
Remember, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's all about finding what works for you and making it a regular practice.
Absolutely.
And as always, if you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe.